good morning, Chuckies. How is your day started? I hope it's been amazing. You know, I tell you, sometimes I just look around and things just start to get cluttered. Things get weird and things get all over the place. Well, we happen to be in a time here at BHB where there's a lot going on. And certain times of the year, things get absolutely chaotic. Well, today is a little bit of chaos, and you know, probably most companies probably don't want to show you our chaos, but hey, I'd like to bring you guys along on all of our life. So what do you say we take a look around and see what's going on? Oh, and by the way, we're gonna feed a lot of snakes today. Is that okay with you? Let's get started. And for starters, you know, my office is always a disaster. I'll be honest with you, because I got camera gears, I've got tripods, I've got all kinds of stuff. The only thing I really like are my wall art here. And by the way, I need to put a bunch of your guys' art that you've been sending me all over the walls too. So I'm going to be updating that as soon as I possibly can, because I love your stuff and I want to look at it every day. But the rest of the place is just so cluttered and crazy. I mean, obviously we got Bella's cage, we got Snoop Dogg's cage, we've got Karma's cage. Now we've got a bunch of bettas over here. I don't even know what the hell, what is this thing and why is it sitting? It is disgusting. That needs to go in the garbage. We got our DVDs and Blu-rays in. We got a barrel up front. I mean, it is just getting so crazy here. We have to organize, but the back is no better right now because of Jessica, of course. Jessica has my entire back area destroyed, but it's not her fault. She's actually working her butt off, rearranging all the leopard geckos, getting things ready because we need to start breeding really quick. So she is working hard, but because of her hard work, things are just a disaster. We've got stuff all over the place. Look, we got boxes where we've been moving stuff around. There's boxes over here. There's boxes all over here. There's boxes up top. I mean, it's absolutely insane. It's hard to even get around. I mean, even when you're walking around, you're like getting through the aisleways. Look at, there's lay boxes all over here. I tell you what, you know, listen, I'm not a guy that like cleans a whole lot because I'm so busy with everything, but I like things to be clean. I like things to be organized. I like things to be neat. So this time of year, you just have to kind of close your eyes and go, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. And it's usually just a week or a week and a half of insanity, whether we bring colubrids out or leopard geckos or whatever it might be, that things just get absolutely chaotic around here. So we're gonna do our best to get past this, and probably by next week we'll get back to organized and I don't have to stress out about it. Regardless, we have a lot of snakes to feed today, so we're going to start with ball pythons and ultimately I'll end with colubrids. Today, I am not kidding, thousands and thousands of snakes are going to be fed today, so it is going to be an exciting day and a fun day. Let's get going. You know, I've been so fortunate in my life to do something that I really love. Every day I get to come in and mess with snakes and just have a really good time with my animals and you know, just think about like feeding snakes like this. I mean, how many people get an opportunity to have their livelihood, something that they're just have been passionate about really their whole life, you know? I mean, ever since I was a kid, all I wanted to do was surround myself with animals, and here I am, you know, basically, you know, feeding snakes for a job. You know, it's not that I don't have aspirations to do other things from time to time, because there's so many great opportunities out there in the world that I want to be a part of. I always want to work with wildlife, but I also really love a lot of other things. I love YouTubing. I love making videos. I want to be more. I want to do more of it. You know, I mean, I do it daily now, but I love it. I love editing. I love sharing my life with you guys. I tell you what, sometimes I'm just really thankful that I get to do the things I do, and I'm also thankful that you guys allow me to bring you along. So thank you. You know, one of the things that I love about feeding snakes, in particular this late in the evening when everyone in the crew and everyone is left and I'm here in the entire building myself, is it's really tranquil. Much like I talk about when I travel in a car and I can really think. So feeding snakes, I just get into it. It puts me into kind of a quiet spot where I'm just concentrating on the animals, but at the same time, my mind is going. You know, it's funny, like being a YouTuber is so amazing to me, you know, and I know I don't fit the demographic of the 20-year-old or 18-year-old or 22-year-old. I'm an older guy that loves to share his life with you guys, and I appreciate in particular my younger audience that hopefully I can connect with, because I'm really young at heart. You know, I still think like a young person, and I love this medium. You know, I've been fortunate enough to do television, and there's nothing I love more than doing YouTube. You know, I've actually been pushing away. I just recently had some meetings with Discovery Channel and Nat Geo that I literally just pushed off because I just want to keep YouTubing right now. This is what I love, but at the same time, this might get me an opportunity to parlay into something else that kind of goes along with that. And that would be that, you know, it's not always easy, to be totally honest with you. You know, you got to remember, especially when you're doing a daily vlog, that content has to happen every single day. I try to look at life as positive as I can, but every person has times where they are a little doubtful, or they're a little down, or something happens, and those are the hardest times, you know, because I don't want to bring that message to you guys. The majority of the time I'm positive and upbeat. I want you guys to see that part, you know. So it is sometimes hard that during the course of a day or a week or month, you know, there are occasionally times that are difficult. A lot of times they're spurred by things that have happened, you know, or maybe somebody that has said some horrible things about me. You know, that can kind of get to me, and it gets you down, and then you almost have to push yourself through it and say, all right, let's get past that and let's do it. So daily vlogging is difficult, guys, because you have to make sure that you love it so much that you're willing to push through the tough times as well as the good times. It's always easy to daily vlog when you're having a great time. It's when things aren't going well that it's important that you really put your passion to it because you love it so much. So, and I do. So there you go. I tell you what, some of these snakes are so much fun to feed, especially rat snakes. I mean, these things are just little crazy monsters. I love them. Come on, get your food, you silly. Ah, there you go. Yum, yum. Oh, look at that sucker. It just goes. These ones are always fun. Brooks King snakes love to eat, and they love to coil too. I love the way they coil. Oh, look at that. They're just so fast. I love it. Go watch your fingers. Gotta always be careful when you're feeding Brooks King snakes. There you go, bud. There you go. Oh, there you go. Look at that. That is so awesome. I love those guys. Here's another scaleless Texas rat snake. These guys just are monster eaters. I love it when they eat like this. Come on, bud. You interested? There you go. We'll see if this one will eat for us too. I mean, pretty much everything is eating today. There you go, bud. Oh, I wanted to update you guys on something. Remember those Suriname boas that I got a month and a half or 2 months ago? I said I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them. I had to, you know, kind of convince Lori what I was going to keep. You know, we ended up selling a bunch of them, but we did end up going down to the pair that I was going to keep, and I wanted to show you guys them. This is the female right here. Look at how pink she is. She has just such an amazing pink body, and that tail is just woo doggy. That is such a pretty animal. And then this is the boy, which is kind of that same type of pink look. Look at him right there. I mean, look at how pink he is, and just look at how red that tail is. I mean, that thing is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So that's the deal, guys. I'm going to keep this male. I'm going to keep that female. We do have 1 or 2 other females that are still going to be available on the website, and I'm probably just going to keep the pair. I'd like to keep a couple more females, but to be honest with you, maybe I'll keep this pair, and then next year maybe I'll get a couple more females. Another animal that I don't think I've ever showed you guys that I'm keeping. I've showed you guys the leucistic Texas rats. Well, these are actually the pink-eyed leucistic Texas rats. So you can see the difference between this guy and the other ones is that pink eye, which is essentially like an albino. And what's kind of interesting is the pink-eyed leucistics kind of showed up in the Texas rats before the albinos. So that's kind of weird, right? You would think that there would have been an albino, then you would have bred it to a leucistic, and then you'd produce a pink-eyed leucistic. But the truth is that out of the leucistic Texas rats, a pink-eyed leucistic just popped out. And for many years, people were producing pink-eyed leucistic Texas rats and not producing albinos. So it's kind of a weird thing, right? Now you never really see pink-eyed leucistics. So we're raising up one because we produced it last year. We thought, oh, let's go ahead and keep it because you never really see them anymore. And they used to be relatively common. Another animal that is pretty uncommon is this California king snake. But this is actually what they call a ghost Cal king. And it's just really pretty, isn't it? And it's kind of it's a recessive mutation. And I absolutely just think it's really cool. And we've done a bunch of different things with it. Like when you breed it to an albino, we produce something that we call iridescent Cal Kings, because they're kind of like, you know, albino, but they have these yellow hues in them and they just look really, really pretty. And there's so many cool California king snakes. This is actually a Mexican black king snake, and we've showed these guys a bunch of times to you guys. We have a pretty big group of adults, but just today someone in the YouTube comments said, hey, can you show more Mexican black king snakes? So there you go, a Mexican black king snake for you. Alright guys, so I am wrapping up work here at the shop. It's been a really busy 4 or 5 days, but I've been having a good time. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along for at least what you've done. I wanted to tell you guys a couple things. I had mentioned that me and Noah were heading out next week to California, and that's to a show. It's called the America's Family Pet Expo. It's actually at the OC Fair Event Center in Orange County, California, and that is from the 28th to the 30th. So please come out and see me and Noah. We're going to be hanging out at the Cat Spot booth. There'll be a Reptile Prime booth, and then I'll just be hanging out. It's actually attached to the Repticon show, so for one admission you get into both Repticon and the Pet Expo, and you can come out and hang out with me and Noah for a while. We're going to be hanging there, so come chill out with me. I'll talk to you all you want. I'm going to try to have some of the Brian in the Wild DVDs there as well, so if anyone wants to buy them there, I'm happy to sell them to you and sign one or whatever you might want to do with it. So anyways, that's that. Then the next weekend, we will be in Orlando. And when I say we, it's going to be Lori, myself, and Noah. So the 3 of us. And we're going to be at Playlist Live. And that's at the World Center Marriott, and that's from May 5th through the 7th. Again, that is one of the biggest YouTube events on the planet. There's VidCon and then there's Playlist, and Playlist is absolutely epic. So not only I'm going to be there, but tons of your favorite YouTubers are going to be there. So come out and hang out with me, because I'm going to be honest with you, sometimes I'm hanging out with my friends that are big YouTubers, and they're getting like inundated with people that are saying, I love you, and then I stand there and everyone's like, who's that guy? So please come show me some love. I really would appreciate that. Speaking of that, who are your favorite YouTubers? You know, I watch a lot of YouTube. As a matter of fact, I watch very little TV. Most of my entertainment comes from YouTube. I obviously watch Casey Neistat. I really love Good Mythical Morn. Sean Duras I'm totally into. I mean, the list goes on and on. I watch a lot of people, you know, Prank versus Prank. I love Roman Atwood. Obviously, my boy, the Paul brothers, I'm always watching them. The Dudesons, I love those guys. Rocco Piazza is awesome. So there's a whole bunch of them. So tell me down below, who are your favorite YouTubers? I really want to hear. And please, if you're in Florida, come see me. If you're in California, you better come see me. I hope I see some of you guys there. I am out of here for the night. So I am always grateful for everything that everyone gives us. I think it's absolutely amazing. You're so generous. These betas are awesome. We love these fish. Lori is spending, we're not going to be able to retire now because
You're
Lori,
such a liar.
Lori, we're just out of the store and she spent another $50 on stuff.
$50.
It was $46, but we did get more stuff for the betas. So, yeah, I think that we're up to about $200 on betas. Listen, I'm not complaining.
Listen, we care for our things.
Yeah, no, it is good.
properly.
It is good. And I am not complaining. I love you guys for sending them to us. It's awesome. Lori's in love. As a matter of fact, we were just buying some more tanks because we need to separate them out. And I said, well, I know that a couple of our crew would like to get a couple of these, so we could always give them away. And Lori said, but I don't know which ones I want to give away. So I knew she was just going to buy the tanks and just keep going. So there you go. So we're off. Are we done now? Do we need more stuff for the betas?
I won't know until tomorrow.
So next time you guys decide to send me some something free.
Listen, the sprinkles are awesome. There's no maintenance on those.
No way. And I'm not complaining. Thank you guys out in California for sending me these betas.
I like them.
Just next time send us a gift card to a pet shop too. I'm gonna reach out to the boys over in California, and I'll be out there next week with Noah, and I might go try to visit their fish farm. So that would be awesome, right? So let me know if you guys want me to visit the fish farm. I'll do my best because I'm gonna have a real busy schedule, but if I can break away, I'd love to check it out. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna end the vlog. You know, these times of the year, are always crazy. I mean, the days are always, my latest day is typically 14 or 15 hours, and that's just the way it's gonna be for the next several months. So I'm gonna enjoy bringing you guys along on it, and I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Make the most out of every single day. And I'm sorry if sometimes people feel that I'm forcing positivity on you guys. To be honest with you, I'm just trying to inspire you the same way I try to get inspired every single day myself. You guys just do the best you can do to make today awesome. Make sure to smash that like button and hit that notification bell for me. Be kind to somebody. I promise I'm going to see you tomorrow.